Hello, and how are you? Happy Pride, everyone.
Do you think people are more accepting of queer people today than they were, for example, 10 years ago?
Absolutely, because it's visibility, and visibility is the main thing. So if we show people that we exist, everybody should accept us because we're the same as you.
Cape Town is open for business, we're open for travel, we're open for tourism, and if you just look around today at the Cape Town Pride Festival, you'll see people from all over the continent and around the world enjoying Cape Town at one of the most beautiful times of the year.
Our organization is called Diversity Teens. Our focus is on creating a casual social hangout space for queer teens of various genders and identities and orientations.
What do you think of gender-neutral toilets?
I love that.
I've spoken to a person like Dr. Furlong Christians from the ACDP. I think you probably heard who he is. And he says the new...
Gender-neutral toilets?
He says they are
rape stations.
There's certainly a growing movement of progressive people that are more open to diversity in all its forms. I think what concerns us is that there's equally a growing movement of conservatism and extreme right-wing ideas and thoughts.
Like back in the day when I was not even born yet, I like this was not possible.
There are scriptures in the Bible that would be against this sort of thing. Mm-hmm. Why do you think there's a lot of increasing cases of like suicide and mental issues today? I'm at the Gay Pride March to find the answers to some very important questions. Who are these gays? What do they want? Where do they come from? Investigative journalist Donald Brown going undercover to find the answers to these questions.
Please all along, keep them to the right. Please to the right, space yourselves out, keep them to the right.
I am Rob Quintus. I am the city's mayoral committee member for urban mobility, which is transport largely. The City of Cape Town is a very proud sponsor and host to Cape Town Pride, and as a out and proud gay man, it is always such a thrill to represent the city, which is so inclusive and welcoming of all of our residents, regardless of who they are and who they love.
So we're here with Miss Lona Fines. Why are we here? What are we trying to achieve?
Celebrating gay rights. If you come back from the day that I was there, we never had this. So we had to fight for this to be free now in the country. We have it in the Constitution.
We're here with Jacqueline. What are you getting from this?
From Pride, I am celebrating the rights that I have today as a homosexual.
Put your hands up in the air. Just breathing. Just breathing. You feel the music.
I actually celebrate the fact that there are people that went before me.
They came before you.
They came before me and they went and they made this possible. I mean, now I can wear my pride flags with bright colors and everything, and I'm proud of that.
So we're here with Rishka and Mustafa. What does this mean to you?
One of the things that we found was that there was very few spaces for queer teens to socialize and find community in Cape Town. So we just started this collective to fill that space.
We're here with Jackie from the Queer Faith Collective. What are we trying to achieve here?
Our intention is that people discover that there are faith communities, faith spaces that are welcoming, that are affirming from across the board. We've come together as a group.
I can feel the music, the music. I just can't help myself.
And are you happy with the attendance? I think it's like 7,000 people. This is amazing.
Correct.
How did you get so many people here?
Since we started this, it wasn't as it is today, and it's grown so much, and I really, there's so much love going around. It's amazing.
The City of Cape Town allowed for the current compliance of safety of the venue as it was set up for 7,000. We certainly are looking for the future of having it bigger.
And that people can actually discover that their queer and faith identities can actually positively intersect. And that for us is important, that everybody is loved and that there's no reason to discriminate.
And you've been here for a long time.
Since the very, very first Pride we've been on there.
Because it clearly is demand. People are here from all over the world. They're here Americans, Canadians, Germans, people from other African countries. The turnout just shows that people want to be together again, people want to have fun.
So we're here with Natasha Mazzone.
Mazzone.
Is that Italian?
It's Italian, yes. I'm a child of immigrant parents and I was born here. So I'm proudly South African, but I have a very strong Italian heritage too.
Natasha, what's the goal here?
It's to show people of the LGBTQIA plus community they're in a safe area.
There are scriptures in the Bible that would be against this sort of thing, against gay people getting together. Oh, what would you say against that?
Well, first of all, I'm Jewish, so I can't tell you.
Or the Torah,
I can't tell you a whole lot about Christianity scriptures, unfortunately. But that don't actually. There's equally information and readings, texts that date back thousands of years that actually affirm that queer people have shown up in communities. And we've not just shown up now in the 20th and 21st century suddenly, and that we're being very welcomed in our communities and part of the community. We're all created in the face of God, whatever your God is. People can say whatever they like, but here we are. You have a look at the extraordinary number of people that are here today.
The queues are going down the block for people to come in. They're only allowing people out once they surrender their armband.
And you've made protests when you first started.
Oh my God, there was bricks flying, there was everything flying.
Bricks, wow.
Celebrating Pride is something that comes from your heart, and we're human.
Do you see success in your results by approaching these young people?
Yeah, I think so. The space is also a platform for them to share some of the challenges that they experience in society, especially at their schools and things that aren't necessarily sensitive to queer issues. And so it is a space where they can find belonging and community.
Me and my husband are here together. I think it's very important that this community realizes that there are many straight people who also want to be involved in these activities, that want to make sure that their rights are protected, because we do live on a continent where the rights of the LGBTQIA plus community is now at risk. The DA's major message today was, let's protect these rights all over the African continent.
So we're here with Michelle Wasserman from Action SA, the leader of Action SA in the Western Cape. What is Action SA trying to achieve here by attending?
We're certainly supporting the LGBTQI plus community. Action SA, as you know, is a home for everyone. It's an inclusive home for all the people of South Africa. It's so great to be post-COVID and have this event so fully booked out, and we hope that it'll just grow in the future.
This is Reverend Michelle Bunsaya from Inclusive and Affirming Ministries.
Some pastor sent me a message from Atlantis. He said to me, do you know, these unisex toilets, they call rape stations. Rape stations. Because the most vulnerable is going to be attacked there.
I'm putting this argument to you. What do you think of that?
I think it's a very violent approach to it. I think my approach to it is one of human dignity. So when one approaches the inclusion of people from a place of human dignity, we extend dignity to more bodies. When you approach something like gender-neutral toilets from a place of violence, it breaks down people's human dignity.
And what do you think of gender-neutral toilets?
I love that. I feel like I have been frowned upon, especially when I was still in university. I was frowned upon when I go into the male's bathroom, because back then I would go cross-dressed into the male bathroom and it would be a thing. But now with these gender-neutral bathrooms, I enjoy the fact that, it's a gender-neutral bathroom, so we don't frown upon the shock about seeing somebody else or somebody different in the bathroom or whatever.
Love, just an empty word without you. Some people say I will never see you.
I think it's a kind of sort of a variegated hierarchy of acceptance. I think certain identities like identities that have been recognized, earlier, like say homosexual identities, are more accepted because we're more used to seeing them. But then you see with like the trans community and the non-binary community and various other communities and identities we might not have names for yet. I think they have faced even bigger issues. Obviously, there are issues of race and class which play into how queer people are accepted. So like being here in Greenpoint today, we're in a very like safe space where we have protection, we have law enforcement on our side, but like you could go 20, 30 kilometers out and you'd be in a very different situation.
Oh, that you know I'd be there for you if you need me close to chase the pain away.
Why do you think there's a lot of increasing cases of like suicide and mental issues with a lot of queer people? If we are more accepting.
We are accepting, but remember, people in their families are not so accepting. So you don't know what to do when you're gay and you don't know how to come out and you don't have the acceptance and that homeliness. So you don't know what to do when you're stuck alone, and basically that's what happens. You become depressed.
You know, at times I see you right next to me, and while I shed my tears, ask the sky where you're gone.
Why we use diverse teens in diverse teens is that it's not just about queerness, but it's also about all the other things that make up diversity and the country that we live in.
Do you think that's also why there's a higher increase of suicide and mental issues in some people that are queer?
I mean, I do think that's always been the case, that that lack of acceptance and also sometimes the loneliness. There are queer kids who are accepted, but they don't have other queer kids to kind of socialize with, and so they still feel isolated. Hopefully we can work towards a generation where mental health is not so much impacted by queer identity anymore.
So I'm gonna be alone. I know I lost this game before. Come look in my eyes, that's what you'll see.
Today this is gonna all end. What's going to happen tomorrow?
Not actually. Today we're just celebrating the rights that we have, but we live this life every day. This is our daily life. I mean, today is just a celebration. It's like Christmas.
And I think it's really important that people see that they don't have to choose one identity over the other, that they can actually choose their queerness and whatever faith identity that they have, and know that there are welcoming spaces that they can be part of. And we just want to make sure that everybody has fun today as well.
Love will take you by surprise. One day you'll find, realize that he'll be to you what you've been to me.
I'm a mom of a queer teen, and we started this because we didn't see a space for him. And I'm very grateful that we get to provide that space for him and all the other teens here who are experiencing Pride for the first time. So it's a great moment for us.
Yeah.
Just an empty space without you. That day you told me I'll never see you again.
Do you see a positive trend to all of this? Do you see hope?
Pride projects positivity. So coming out helps you because you have a family out there besides your family at home. So we love each other. Get out there, show people that we exist, and love yourself first, and then you can love everybody else.
I believe that love is love is love. And that's what I want the country to see. And I would hope that South Africans accept that love is love is love.
And I'm hearing a lot of references here. I'm just trying to understand everything. What does it mean to do a 69?
Wow, can I say this on camera? A 69. Oh wow. Take me back to last night. I don't think it's appropriate to say it out loud.
Sure. Anything you want to leave our viewers with? Anything you want to say?
Be gay and be proud and make it more feet.
Just know I never wanted to hurt you, baby. And you deserve the love you've been dreaming of all your life.